Hi, today in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a levitation image. So the first thing you need to do is open up your two images. You can see here I've got an image of my background layer and I've also got an image of my layer with the model in, and you can see that she's on ladders. I did source these two images from a website to specifically use for this task. So the first thing I'm going to do is go onto my blank background. I'm going to go and select all and edit copy. The next thing I'm going to do is click on my image with the model in and press edit and paste, and you can see that my blank background is pasted over the top. I'm going to click on the move tool and I'm going to change the opacity slightly just so I can see the underneath layer, so I can reposition my landscape layer perfectly over the top. When you do set up these images, it should be quite linear and in line, as you should be using a tripod to make sure they're in the same scale and composition. Once you're happy with that, just make sure you bring up the percentage. The next thing I'm going to go and do is go onto layer mask and hide all, and you can see here that my layer has been created above my background copy. The next thing you need to do is select your paintbrush and ensure that you have the black and the white here. If one of them is a different colour, just make sure you click on it and drag it within the colour picker to your colour that you need and just press OK. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to zoom in, and you can see white will take away and reveal the background copy, and if I swap it back, black will paint it back in. So I'm just going to do this quite quickly just to show you. So I'm going to paint in a background, and what that's doing is it's painting away the foreground and revealing the background. You can see there I've just gone over slightly on her leg, and to rectify that you just swap the colours over as such and paint back in. You do want to press Command plus to zoom right in to make sure you get all the little tiny details that you can't get from far distance, and use your brackets to make the brush bigger and smaller on the keyboard. So I'm just going to do this quite quickly. You can see there she looks like she's levitating in midair. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the two layers together. So if you click and highlight on both of your layers and go on to layer and merge layers, and you can see it will become one. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on image adjustments and I'm going to go on levels, and I'm going to slightly adjust the levels. This is the darker tones, this is the mid-tones, and this is the highlights. So just make sure you do it to your preference. I'm going to press OK when I'm happy with that. The next thing I'm going to do is go back onto image adjustments, and this time I'm going to go on to selective colour, and you can see here if I select cyans, and if you look at the blues within the colour, I can change the blues and adjust these, and this gives it a fantasy sort of look when you change your colours. You can change your colours again, so this time I'm going to select greens, and if you look at the greens within my image, they pump up a little bit. So you can do this with all the different colours just to change the mood and the atmosphere of your image. I'm going to go on to the magentas now. You can see it's subtly changing them. And then I'm going to go on to my blacks. When you've done that, there you've had it. And that is how you do a levitation image. Thank you for watching this video.